Got it. Got it. Speaking about design, actually, I know that you have a heavy emphasis on digital fashion. So, what do people not get about digital fashion? What is like one of the first questions you get asked generally?
Yeah, why do you not have money to buy real clothes or something? Like, no,
Okay.
I mean,
No.
no, I really do have that
Wow.
before. Like, why are you wearing clothes that doesn't exist? Like, I don't get it.
Mm,
Like, why, right? Very, very common that people would ask. They just don't get it, right? But if you think about it, digital fashion is just another form of expressing yourself,
that's true.
right? And at the same time, if you think about where we interact with one another, it's pretty much on social media nowadays. We don't always have the opportunity like today where we get to talk face to face, right? Naturally with COVID, we're pretty much online and it's very normal now to do our FaceTime calls and stuff. But our personality that we put on our social media is really an extension of ourselves. So if you think of it that way, is putting my best face forward is like my curated lifestyle that I want you to see. So how is that different than having digital fashion that can be superimposed onto your body so you get those reaction that you so wanted anyways. You wanted to have the engagement, you wanted to have the wow factor. And then of course with digital fashion, you can have designers creating things that is not physically possible, right? Either from a texture fabric point of view, either from a budget point of view or gravity point of view. Like imagine I can wear something that has like an earthreal, like an angel wings or halo or something like that. And that's no different from Snapchat filter, which we're all so familiar with.
true.
It's just that it now went from the face, it went down to your body. So how is it different? It's not. It's just an extension of who we are and how we express ourselves.
I think that's super interesting about like how living more online, so that's the way we express. But I think maybe I'll speak for myself, right? One thing I always think of when I think of digital fashion or digital identity, I think of like gaming skins, right? So like Fortnite and everything else. But it's very aesthetic, but it's kind of a different vibe because you're playing a game. Do you see a difference with like digital fashion? Like, I mean, like Gucci or Louis Vuitton do something versus like, Fortnite does a collab with Star Wars, so you can dress up like, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, in your mind, are those two things different or not at all? Or, yeah.
They're totally the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I feel like in my definition, I'm sure it's going to be different for every person, like thought leader who's in it. To me, digital fashion can be used among different kind of online community. It's just an extension of how you want to express yourself. But for gaming in particular, I think it kind of shows if you're part of the inner clan or community, if you guys are kind of collaborate together to beat the game, whatever game you guys are playing, like League of Legends or something, that could be possibly a showmanship of you guys as a team, right? Because I'm not a gamer, but I'm sure a lot of people spend a lot of time strategizing, and that is to show you're part of the team, and you need to have the skin to kind of show that. Other ways is certain skins are kind of like how you level up, right? So that gives you that utility so you can do certain things. Like maybe wearing these shoes are gonna double up your power when you jump so you can actually finish the course faster or such that. So I think it's kind of the same. But to answer your question with like designer brands and designer brands working with other types or collaborations in gaming. So if you talk about like Fortnite kind of gaming or Roblox kind of gaming, some of these are just additional ways for gamers to be able to kind of see fashion for the first time. That is collaboration, and brands are deliberately working for these games or coming up with collaborations for these games because they want to reach those players.
Ah.